everyone, I'm the Mighty Blues, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Last time, my brain literally just fried for half a second because I was trying to remember the character that was in the final dead room, and I couldn't remember. Holy crap, my brain is fried. Hello everyone, I'm the Mighty Blues, and welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Last time, Nagito completed the final dead room, and in turn, the life-threatening game. And in this episode, we are actually going to see the fruits of his labor as we've made it into the Octagon, which seems to be a giant storage room. We also got the Future Foundation file, but Nagito says he wants to look at that a little bit later. So we're gonna start from the left-hand side and look at the refrigerators. A refrigerator here? I wasn't expecting to find drinks in it, but when I opened the door and peeked inside, I see. There are poisons stored in here. Oh, see, I thought it was gonna be like a bunch of food and drinks and survival stuff, considering that, like, that was gonna be Monokuma's reward for, someone committing a murder, but alright, poison works too! You could secretly kill everyone with poison. In a way, it could be considered the most powerful weapon. But in that case, you'd have to ignore the rules. Regardless, it's slightly different than an ultimate weapon. Something called ultimate should make my heart dance with joy. Well, what about the floor hatch? There's a door on the floor? Isn't this the first floor of Strawberry House? Could this door lead underground? Based on the sketch, there shouldn't have been a bunker. No. Maybe what lies beyond this door. Things are finally getting interesting. I get the feeling I'm gonna have to explore that last. Sure, weapons. I see. So there are lots of firearms here, too. There are handguns and grenade launchers, even. But I don't see anything that looks like it could be the ultimate weapon. I wonder where that so-called ultimate weapon is. Maybe it's one of these. Maybe it's the Monado. Axes, swords, hammers, metal wires. There are lots of items here that could be used as weapons. But I don't see anything that looks like it could be the ultimate weapon. I wonder where that so-called ultimate weapon is. A window? Why is there only one window in a place like this? Looks like there's some kind of hidden meaning to it. But in actuality, what could it mean? In my mind, I entertained various possibilities that walked slowly as I walked slowly toward the window. And then, the moment I peeked out that window... Huh? This is... What I actually saw outside that window was completely different than any possibility I had in mind. I see. So that's what it was. What I saw outside this window. If I start piecing it together and think about it. Yeah, I see. It seems I'm finally starting to get a larger perspective of the Funhouse with this. But what is it? Are we not gonna know? Is he not gonna tell us what it is? Oh, they have to say that during the class trial. There's no way they're not gonna share that. Come on, game. You've spoon-fed us so little for so long, and now that you're finally giving everything out, you have to show it, dude. Alright, like, we've literally killed characters for this information. You gotta give it to us. Amazing. As expected of a place that cannot be reached unless you clear the final dead room. Thanks to how I arrived here, all the separate pieces seem to have connected together in one fell swoop. A chain reaction culminating in the truth, all thanks to just one clue. I know that now's not the time to enjoy things, but this is definitely a good feeling. Especially that window. That's right. Everything became connected from there. Thanks to that window, I realized the mystery of the ultimate weapon in the Funhouse. What does that mean? Now all I have to do is tell everyone else about this. But before I do that, I should finally take a look at that file I received from Monokuma. Especially if it's everyone's student profiles from their time at Host Peak Academy. That's important. I cautiously opened the file and read it carefully, taking care to not miss a single letter. Carefully. Huh? Oh shit, what are we gonna learn? We have to get something, dude. If you're not gonna show us the window, show us what's in the book. Hey. Hey, can you hear me? Oh, Shiaki!
Can you hear me?
God fuck! I see what you're doing now, game, you fucking assholes, dude! Right as we're about to get more information! Oh, I guarantee you they're gonna make us go through the whole fucking class trial! We're gonna go through the whole class trial, learn all this shit, see another person die, and then Nagito's gonna share stuff. Ah! This fucking game, dude! I've already played like 40 hours of this shit! Give me something! Hajime, can you hear me? Huh? I'm sorry, did you say something?
Well,
It's been about 2 hours since we spoke to Fuyuhiko. I wonder if the elevator's been fixed yet. It'd be bad if we were still split up before the class trial, so maybe we should call them one more time. Hey, are you even listening? I only brought that up because I'm really worried. Sorry. So, what are you gonna do? You're right. I'm worried about them too. Let's try calling Strawberry House one more time.
I think...
Yeah, that's a great idea. I think. What the fuck? How did he get here? Huh? What the fuck? Nagito? Hey, phone. It's a great thing, telephone. I was really hoping the game would actually let me call Fuyuhiko and be like, yeah, Nagito's here? How the fuck did he do that? Hey, Chalky, what's up?
Huh?
Why is he here? Alright, I have to talk to... Hey, Clock! No, I'm joking. Nagito! How the fuck? Why, hello there, Hajime. Nagito, why are you here? Because I showed up. Just give us the news. Just give us the news, Nagito! Hey! You showed up? How'd you even come here? Maybe I teleported. Huh? Oh my god, that's a truth bullet? Are you serious? Wait! Wait a minute! Oh my god, I just realized this is such a crazy reveal! Because I voiced that the killer would have had to be someone from Grape House, because how else would they have been able to destroy the elevator from Grape House side so that Strawberry House couldn't get over if they were a part of Strawberry House? This just confirms it! Someone from Strawberry House was absolutely the killer because they were able to teleport. They used the Octagon to go from the houses. That's, oh my god, Nagito. My god, dude. You actually did something right for once. Hey, answer me seriously. How are you able to come to this side?
Hey.
Before I do that, there's something I need to tell you guys. There is? I tried to investigate Strawberry House as much as I could.
Now then.
I'll give you those details first. Let's hurry this up. After being abruptly interrupted by Nagito, Chiaki and I learned about the results of investigation of Strawberry House. Okay, of course the elevator. Of course, yep, button. Man, Nagito is coming in clutch for this trial. Well, I guess these were pretty important. Especially the fact that everyone in Strawberry House heard that rumbling noise too. But what was that about the wall clock's alarm going off before that happened? Also, the fact that Strawberry Hall's button was broken is definitely worth noting.
Hey.
Also, there's one more thing I need to tell you guys. I've cleared the final dead room. Huh?
Could it be?
You did the life-threatening game?
Wow.
It wasn't life-threatening at all. Shut the fuck up, Nagito. It was just a little escape game that ended with some Russian roulette. Russian roulette? It's a game where you load one bullet in a gun, spin the cylinder, point it towards you, and pull the trigger. So, you really did it. Ah, so that's how you're supposed to play it. So it would have been fine if I'd only used one bullet, huh? Guess it was just as Monami said.
Huh?
Huh?
Actually...
I misunderstood and thought I had to take one bullet out of the cylinders, so that's how I did it. That... You only had a 1 in 6 chance of surviving!
Well...
But I'm still alive. After all, the only good thing about me is how lucky I am. What is wrong with him? I knew he was strange from the start, but for him to casually do something so suicidal... He's crazy. That's all there is to it. Anyway, I was able to clear the final dead room. Because I was able to clear the final dead room, I was able to obtain several rights. And one of those rights was the freedom to move between Grape House and Strawberry House. Not only that, but whenever I move back and forth, I don't even need to play the game again. Move back and forth? Where would you even be able to do that? And how?
Man.
Hey, Hajime.
You stay quiet.
You've been repeating yourself over and over and it's bugging me. Can you let me speak freely for a change? Oh. I hate the sight of Nagito. When he's finally, like, in control, he just becomes a pompous dick. Huh? Anyway, I'm definitely lucky. Thanks to that, I was able to clear the roulette at the highest difficulty. And I obtained quite an amazing prize as my reward. That's the Future Foundation file?
Yep.
Yeah, it's a continuation of the file we received at the roller coaster. Continuation? There's even more detailed information about the killing school life that was in the earlier file? The killing school life? You mean the killing that took place at Hope's Peak Academy, right? As I recall, Byakuya was one of the students who participated in it. But even when we learn more about the killing school life, it has no relevance to us whatsoever. There was information about the order of the killings and who the killer was for each incident. I find it extremely boring to read about the deaths of people that I don't even know.
Right?
Besides Byakuya, of course. Then it's just as I thought. The Byakuya was the Byakuya we knew, right?
But...
However, I can't say the information was completely useless. In truth, there are similarities between the killing school life and this killing school trip. So, I was actually correct in pointing out the similarities between the first game and the second game, huh? For example, the first murder involved someone important getting stabbed to death in an unexpected place. Wait, but Sayaka wasn't very important, though. I guess she was important outside of Hope's Peak Academy, but, like, that was it. She was kind of a nothing character.
Hey.
The second murder revealed the presence of a serial killer among the group. Yep, that's true. I do find it interesting that they're not showing the first part, because I made the similarities between Peko and Toko. And the third was actually 2 killings that happened in succession. Yep, just like the first game.
Hey.
What do you guys think about these strange similarities? It's definitely strange.
Well...
I can't think of these as coincidences, especially if Monokuma is behind the motives during these murders. What are you trying to say?
Hey.
By the way, the fourth murder of the killing school life is apparently ruled as suicide. Huh? Or whether that means something or not is something each person should think about on their own. What was the fourth... Yeah? Oh, I remember who the killer was. Yeah, it technically was ruled as a suicide because they were the traitor. But that would imply that Nekomaru is the traitor. The only thing that can make me think that that would actually be true is if Nekomaru actually died and Monokuma just created a robot to take his place and made everyone think that he was alive when he actually wasn't. That's the only thing I can think of. I just wanted to tell you guys the truth. The truth? Are you sure you're not just trying to confuse us? Jeez, your complaints just never end, do they? If you're gonna talk like that, I won't I won't want to tell you anymore. And I even learned what your talent is, too. Huh?
Well,
that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. That seal!
yep.
Indeed, it's the Hope's Peak Academy school crest.
Perhaps.
Does that have information about our stolen memories?
How unfortunate.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's. That entire book? Just mine?
Why?
Isn't that weird? Why only Hajime's information?
Jeez.
It's quite troubling that you would ask me that. I must say, it was always interesting that Hajime was the only one who couldn't remember his talent.
Right?
But that ends now. Are you serious? Did you really find out why I was chosen by Hope's Peak Academy?
Man.
In a way, it's just as Chiaki said. Hajime's existence is special. Because you were. Just some reserve course student from the reserve department. What does that mean? So, wait, hold on. Wasn't that the same as Mukuro? So, does that mean that Hajime is another Mukuro?
Well,
Unlike the primary department for main course students who possess ultimate talents, the reserve department is for reserve course students who enter the school through a basic entrance exam. Essentially, you're like a substitute with second string. Wait, but is that different than the lucky? Like, cause they also pick a student at random, which is how Makoto and Nagito got in, which then makes them the ultimate lucky students. Does that mean Hajime isn't a lucky student? Well, even then, that's just a name only. The reserve department pretty much only exists to increase Hope's Peak Academy's revenue stream. Reserve department? Substitute? Second string? Revenue stream? What is he saying? Like I said, to be a reserve course student, I don't know why I keep saying core. A reserve course student, you don't need to possess an ultimate talent. You just have to pay a rather costly entrance fee and tuition. With the funds obtained from these exams, the Academy can focus on bolstering and researching talent. Through this, the symbols of hope can be raised.
isn't that right?
Which means you're just a stepladder, but you should feel honored. An average, talentless human can be put to good use for those who are known as mankind's hope. Is Nagito implying that he's going to try to strip Hajime of everything he is in order to bolster everyone else? Because knowing how Nagito is about the ultimate students and hope and all that stuff, that's what this is setting up, isn't it? It's setting up the fact that, like, Nagito is going to start to hate Hajime. What the hell does that mean? Perhaps you simply weren't determined enough. Did you admire Hope? Were you willing to sacrifice your body and soul to attend Hope's Peak Academy? Or maybe you were just obsessed with Hope's Peak Academy, like a fangirl following the latest trend. Dude, this is so hypocritical of Nagito to even be saying, like, this man is projecting the absolute ass out of, like, Hajime. Think about it. Why is there so many times in which Nagito is saying that he hates himself, he's worthless, he's nothing but a stepping stone for everyone else? Because he literally got in through luck. He has no talent, his talent is luck, and he hates himself for that. And knowing that Hajime came in through a reserve course, aka paid his way into it, he's on the same level, but Hajime, and like Nagito wants to make himself feel better than Hajime, so he's projecting all of his insecurities onto Hajime. I could be completely overanalyzing this, but this is like, I still think Nagito is one of my least favorite characters, but I'm glad we're seeing this side of him because this makes him feel more human. I'm really appreciating this side of Nagito because I like dissecting this. Of course, I should be honest, this is just something that I like with video games in general, so like, if you're someone who doesn't really like talking about human psychology inside of video game characters, I feel like my channel's not for you. It's not like that. I
Stop it.
wanted to become Hope. If that's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully. The only humans worthy of becoming Hope possess amazing talents and a strong will. Is that why you hate yourself so much, Nagito? Is that why you want to die so badly? And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't.
There's no mistake.
It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope.
You don't even know?
That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Peak Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. Then I'm just... That's right. You never were an ultimate. You had no talent whatsoever. I don't have any talent. I'm just an ordinary high school student.
Man.
Oh, I feel sorry for you. Are you shocked to learn that you were the only one who didn't have a talent?
That's not it.
But still, if you think about it positively, it looks like there's no more reason to doubt you. Now that we know who you are, a normal, average, utterly unremarkable high school student, there's no way you could be associated with the Future Foundation. But if it's not Hajime, then who in the world could the traitor be? The survivor of the previous killing school life, Byakuya, would have been the most likely candidate. But now, that's probably impossible. Hey, are you listening?
Hold it.
There's no need for you to listen to this.
What?
Huh?
Well,
It may be important to talk about who the traitor is, but we need to focus on Nekomaru's murder first. Because if we can't survive the class trial, everyone is going to die together anyway. In that case, would the traitor be among those killed as well? That's something I truly wonder about.
Yep.
Oh well, it's fine. I'll stop for now.
hey.
You said you cleared the final dead room and obtained these files. That means you must have gone to the Octagon, right?
Hey.
Are you curious about the ultimate weapon?
So,
Did you find out what it was? Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. Is there any reason I should answer that? Yes! What the fuck? Huh? What the hell? I'm the one who cleared the room, and I'm free to divulge any clues I obtained there as I see fit. Right? Are you planning to keep it a secret? Are you planning to side with the killer again?
Man.
Well, like I said, I'm not on the killer's side. That hasn't changed since this began. How many times must I repeat myself? I just want Hope to shine even brighter. What you're saying doesn't make any sense at all. Just tell us already. Tell us about the ultimate weapon.
Jeez.
I guess I have no choice. I suppose I can tell you one little tidbit. You're right. I did go to a place that seemed to be the Octagon, and I found many different weapons there. But I didn't find anything worthy of the name Ultimate Weapon. Don't lie, there's no way that's possible.
Stop it.
Coming from someone with no talent like yourself, that's truly offensive. What did you say?
oh,
Fine, I understand. Now's not the time for us to be fighting anyway. If you won't tell us, we gotta do it ourselves. Now, shall we go back to investigating Nekomaru's case? We better hurry. The class trial is gonna start soon.
You're right.
You're right. I haven't even seen the crime scene. Also, the guys in Strawberry House should be coming over to this side any moment now.
Bye now.
Then, while we're at it, I'll go on ahead.
hey.
Hey, Hajime. It's okay. I already know. You want me to focus on Nekomaru's case right now, right? It's true that I'm shocked, but now's the time for me to feel like that. Right now, I can't afford to be the only one who's depressed. I need to survive with everyone else and return home. That's what's most important. Isn't that right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm relieved to hear that. We should get moving then. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, truthfully, it feels like Nagito is going to be the only one who's even going to care about this stuff. And again, I feel like it's purely because he's projecting. He's projecting his own insecurities. I should just forget about it for now. I need to focus on Nekomaru's case. But the real question is, what else do we have to explore? I guess we could explore the clock. Oh. Well, that's true. That's true, Chiaki. We should go back to the crime scene. Oh, jeez, hi, Gundam! Jesus Christ, dude! Alright, what'd you say? Hang on. Shit. No! How do I pull up text? How do I pull up text? I forgot! I forgot the button. I don't know how to pull up text. Alright, well, whatever. Sorry, we're late.
Hey.
Just so y'all know, it's all thanks to me. I'm the one who fixed the elevator. See? Just as I said, right?
Hey.
Hey, are you even listening to me? I'm trying to stand out here.
Hey.
More importantly, Kazuichi, did you look into that matter I asked you about? Huh? Oh, that thing about the compass? I looked into it while I was coming here, but I think this compass might be broken.
You stay quiet.
I didn't ask for your opinion. Just tell me the results. Oh, well, the compass needle rotated 180 degrees while we were riding the elevator. The needle rotated 180 degrees? I see. It's just as I thought. Huh? Hey, what do you mean by that? Well, obviously, the elevator most likely rotated 180 degrees. The elevator rotated? Now then, I should go investigate Nekomaru's body. As if he were thumbing his nose at us, Nagito began making his way toward Grape Tower.
Oh my.
The hell's wrong with him? Doesn't he seem pissed off or something? Nagito, what do you know? How much do you know? I also think there might be a possibility that Nagito made up everything about Hajime and he's actually more important than we think. That is a thought of mine. I'm gonna keep it in the back of my head, but I don't know for sure. Gundam, I'm so sorry, dude. I actually completely skipped over your dialogue. I've made you wait.
Judgment?
The time has come to destroy all murderous illusions. Yeah, okay, thanks, Gundam. Fuyahika, how you doing, buddy?
Damn right.
Nekomaru should be inside Grape Tower. Yeah, I'll go on ahead. We were a little late. Alright, Kazuichi, I'm sure you're doing fine. Let's go see if we got anything new to talk about with Nekomaru's body.
You serious?
Nekomaru? Are you serious?
Damn it.
Damn it. I don't know who did this, but this is pretty fucked up.
Hey.
Now's not the time to get sentimental. Come on, we need to hurry up and investigate. We've already investigated everything we can here.
Wow.
No, you haven't. There's still something you should be able to investigate more thoroughly. Now that Mikon is no longer with us, we can't perform an autopsy.
Right?
But Kazuichi should be able to disassemble the body, right? But why would you need to do that?
Huh?
Eh?
It cannot be.
Is that true? Are you going to disassemble Nekomaru's body?
I won't forgive you.
Don't screw with me. Hasn't Coach Nekomaru been through enough already?
You don't know?
Been through enough? We need to perform this investigation so we can find out who the killer is. Or perhaps you don't want to know, Akane. Maybe you don't care about what happened to Nekomaru.
Damn it!
Why, you?
You stay quiet.
If you suck at using your brain and you really want to know who the killer is, try not to interfere so much. God, this... Oh, I hate this side of Nagito so fucking much. Dude, don't do... I hate Nagito so much, man.
Jeez.
Come on, Kazuichi. What are you standing here for? Damn it. Fine. I just have to do it, right? I know I said I wanted to see his insides, but not like this. This is too much.
Well...
Come on, are you guys feeling okay too? Now's not the time to be staring into space. Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you. I thought he was just treating me differently ever since he found out I had no talent, but it seems like that's not entirely the case. His attitude toward everyone else is strange now too. But why? Yeah, I'm curious to know. I feel like he's not sharing everything that you know, he's not sharing everything he learned.
Damn it.
I feel awful for Nekomaru, but this is necessary if we're gonna find out the truth behind this case. As he forced out his voice through his clenched teeth, Kazuichi faced Nekomaru, his eyes full of determination, and began stabbing his tool knife into Nekomaru's body. Huh? Where'd you get that tool knife?
Huh?
Nagito gave it to me. He said he had it ready before we even went to the amusement park. So Nagito did that too. It's like Nagito has full control over the situation.
Maybe.
Looks like the damage to his head is the reason. Huh? The reason Nekomaru died, stopped functioning. His torso is covered in huge dents, and his parts are dislocated. Maybe a gear shaft broke too? Well, for now I tried disassembling Nekomaru's chest. That should help us learn something, right? If that's the case, I need to look at Nekomaru's body one more time. Wait, hold on, I saw the clock! Wait, the clock would have turned off at the time he died, so that would actually say exactly when he died. Nekomaru's chest panel is open. The clock inside is completely exposed. The hands of the clock, like they're pointed to 7:30. Also, it looks like the clock's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. Which means the clock broke the moment the alarm started ringing at 7:30 a.m. Wait, but he would have died at 5:30, right? So why is it off by 2 hours? But 7:30 a.m. is strange, right? I mean, we should have arrived at Grape Tower just before 7 a.m. for Monokuma Tai Chi. Is this clock malfunctioning? No, wait. Yeah, he said it couldn't be off because it's a radio clock. So, does that mean the clock... That would mean that the clock at Strawberry House is off. What if they swapped the clocks? Now that I think about it, what if... could the killer do that? I don't know. But what if they did? What if they swapped the clock at Strawberry House and Nekomaru? That's in my head now. I'm gonna think about that. Accurate radio clock that never slows down, huh? If that's the case. Why does this broken clock say 7:30 a.m.? That's the only theory I can come up with. I think that's the only thing new, right? Yep. What's wrong with him? He's crouching over Nekomaru's body, and it almost seems like he's glaring at him. What are you thinking, Nagito?
You're the worst.
Jeez, this is the worst. Huh?
Jeez.
You guys overlooked an important clue. I swear, you're just the worst. As I thought. There's no way I can leave this to you guys. What are you talking about?
Well...
I found this under a fragment of the pillar that tipped over. Is this a doorknob?
You don't even know?
Looks like the screws came out with it. That wouldn't happen unless you applied a ton of force to it. Plus, it looks like there are scratches near the base of the doorknob.
Hey.
Don't you think it's strange?
See?
If we examine the far back door in Grape Tower, the doorknob is still intact, right? Now that you mention it, you're right. Wait, but then where did that doorknob come from? Yeah, thanks Nagito. If it's not the door that leads to Strawberry Hall, then there's only one other possibility. It'd have to be the door connected to Grape Hall that we entered from, right? Well, it makes sense to think about it like that. We should try it out. Try it out? How?
You don't know?
We take the elevator to Strawberry House. We enter Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall. That's the only way we can see the other side of that door, right? But the button to open the door in Strawberry Hall is broken, right?
It's obvious.
We can just repair it. After all, we have the ultimate mechanic on our side. Well, you're right, but I need parts to repair the door in Strawberry Hall. I can repair it if it's broken, but if I don't have enough parts, there's nothing I can do about it. We have plenty of parts right here.
Huh?
Oh, don't tell me he's gonna imply that you used the parts from Nekomaru to replace... Oh, that's fucked up, Nagito.
See?
Just use Nekomaru. I'm sure if you dig through his body, you can find parts you can use. Hold on. Are you saying we should use parts from our dead friend? It's called recycling! It's a much better alternative than disposing it with the rest of the junk, right? Dude, Nagito would absolutely be that guy who would be like, guys, think about it. Cannibalism is recycling! Why let a body decompose when you can consume the meat? Oh, that's fucked up. Junk?
Hey,
Well, Kazuichi, is it possible or impossible? Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... Seriously, hold on! Even if you do repair the button, what's gonna happen to the chain on the other side of the door?
huh?
Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on the Strawberry Hall side, if the door won't open as long as that chain is there. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh? I don't need to worry. What does that mean?
Now then.
Kazuichi, we should go over to Strawberry Hall so you can repair the door. Hey, I'm not finished. Hajime, you're gonna come later too, right? It'd be really bothersome if you didn't. I mean, if there's someone in the tower, the door won't open at all.
Right?
So you should at least make sure you're not pulling my leg. After tersely saying that, Nagito left the area. Or tersely. Excuse me, I read that completely wrong.
Huh?
What the hell happened to him? He seems on edge about something. Who knows?
Damn right.
Ah, that reminds me. Nagito asked Kazuichi to do something weird for him, right?
Yep.
It had something to do with how the elevator spins 180 degrees. I wonder what it could mean.
Hey,
Actually, to tell you the truth, Nagito asked me to do something weird too. He told me to investigate all the clocks inside both buildings. The clocks? So I did what he said and checked them. But none of the clocks had their times messed up.
jeez.
But why'd he ask me to do that in the first place? I don't get that bastard at all. For now, why don't we head over to Strawberry Tower too? Along with the doorknob matter, there are still many mysteries surrounding this that we don't understand. If we go to Strawberry Tower, we might be able to solve some of those mysteries. Maybe.
Jeez.
Looks like that's all we can do. Let's head over. You're right. What Nagito said about the door opening? What does he plan to do about the chain? Looks like it won't come off easily, so... Does Nagito have a plan or something? Jeez, I don't understand this at all. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I mentioned this in a previous episode, but I'm gonna mention it again. I have no idea who the killer could be, and I don't believe this is a suicide. This looks like nothing. Like, this does not lead to a suicide in my eyes. But I have no idea who the killer could be. Other than Nagito. Like, at this point, he's the only fucking suspicion I could have. Thanks to Kazuichi, the elevator is working now. Alright, let's go. We walked into the elevator. We made our way to Strawberry House. It's been a while since I've come to Strawberry House.
What's up?
Hey, you're here!
Hey, hey.
Kazuichi, how'd the repairs go? Yeah, well, the damage wasn't too bad once I got the parts, so I was able to fix it right away. You got a lot of nerve saying that when you used Nekomaru's parts without my permission.
Hey, hey.
Well, I mean, even so.
Now then.
Anyway, now that we're all here, why don't we hurry it up and try it out? What will happen if you press the button to Strawberry Hall's door?
Even so.
There's no way it'll open. You haven't done anything about the chain.
Hey.
The door to Strawberry Hall behind Nekomaru's body was blocked off by that chain, remember? If you didn't do anything about that, doesn't even matter how you fix the button on the outside. Well, we'll know if we try it out. It's not even worth trying it out. No, we've come this far. If he's saying we should try it out, then we should give it a shot.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be great. You know, in the back of my mind, I thought, like, Nagito was gonna have, like, a chainsaw or something to, like, tear the door down, but I'm starting to think otherwise. There's no way this door will open, not when the other side is chained up. With a feeling of resignation, I pressed the button. Huh?
Hey, hey.
wide it open.
Impossible.
Impossible! Where did the chain go?
Hold it.
Hold on a sec. That's not the only thing that's strange. That's right. There's no other way to say this, but this definitely looks weird.
So...
What do you mean? Huh?
Hey!
Hey, doesn't this all look the same as when we were in Grape Tower? Yeah, you're right. When we were inside Grape Tower, Nekomaru's body was in front of the far back door. Huh? Which means his body should be in front of the door on Strawberry Hall. So if we enter from Strawberry Hall, his body should be right in front of the door as we walk in. Why isn't it like that? Why is Nekomaru's body in front of the door to Grape Hall?
Hey!
Not just that, the parts that I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too. The body isn't the only thing that moved. Even the tipped over pillar and the spilled oil. They all move the exact same way. The crime scene looks identical to how we saw it when we entered from Grape Hall. Everything that was at the crime scene inside Grape Tower shifted to the opposite side. As if it all rotated 180 degrees, right? So it's not the elevator that's moving, it's the tower that's moving! I can't imagine that the floor actually rotated 180 degrees, but... is that really what this means? No, it's more than that. I feel like there's an even greater mystery here. A mystery so great that it could drastically affect the outcome of the case. We might have to rethink this. We might need to fundamentally rethink how we've been approaching this case. And knowing Monokuma, he's probably not going to give us the time, is he?
I see.
The chain disappeared. The strange feeling I felt when I went back and forth between the two towers. Yep, it's just as I thought. It was definitely the right choice to confirm this. Just as you thought, then you already knew about this mystery. You have a bad habit of relying on others when you don't understand. Why don't you try investigating first?
See?
That door, the far back with the picture of a grape on it? Maybe there's a clue hidden in there. There's a clue on that door? Oh, is the handle broken off? Yes, it is. Wait, huh? One of the doorknobs is gone. It's just like the screws. It's like the screws came out with it.
Now then.
It's the same as that doorknob that was on the floor.
See?
See? The screws came out with it, right? Then the doorknob next to Nekomaru's body came off the door with Grape Hall. Well, that's what that looks like. When you said clue, were you talking about this? But what is it a clue to? I think... here's just my general thought. Someone from Strawberry House came to kill Nekomaru. Nekomaru tried to escape to Grape Hall, however broke the door. Then the killer killed Nekomaru, set everything up to make it look like it came from... yet the killer was in Grape Tower.
What?
That's the only thing I can think of. Huh? Did you get even more confused? No need to worry. Just one clue will change everything. Huh? All the mysteries will be solved, as if everything were linked together, if you can reach it. Just like I did. Do we have to do the final dead room again? Even if I ask him that, Nagito probably won't give me an answer. So it'd just be a waste of time to ask. And we're not gonna find out.
It appears that it's time for the class trial! To tell you the truth, I'm tired. Extremely tired. I feel like spending the rest of my life hibernating already. Man, I know it's bad, but I'm so sleepy. I just want to ditch. Though I really don't feel like it, I'll show you my serious side when you come to the class trial. Even though it's impossible since it's so annoying, you can count on me to take this seriously.
Looks like it's gonna start. That's an ominous message. I get the feeling something's gonna be a little bit different with this trial, and oh! This is the most unprepared I have ever been for a class trial. I feel like, let me put it this way. If I've struggled with every other class trial up until now, oh, am I gonna be screwed this go around? Oh, I'm gonna be so screwed. Another class trial.
Hey, hey!
But how are we supposed to get to the trial ground?
Damn it!
You're right. We can't do anything unless we get out of this building. Akane, did something happen?
Hey.
No, well, did you guys hear something? Hear something?
Hey.
What do you hear this time? Suddenly, as if cutting off Chiaki, our surroundings started to shake and rumble. And then, it suddenly appeared before us. Are we doing the class trial inside the Funhouse? That's hilarious. Is he telling us to go inside from here? Seems that way. Alright, I'm gonna go! Just hold on, Nekomaru. I'll make sure I avenge you! Jeez, at least to be a little cautious. It's obviously a trap.
It appears.
I agree. I detect the scent of danger. Even my familiars are saying, do not go inside.
It's nearly.
How interesting. If you can kill me, you're welcome to try. Try stabbing your sword through my very heart. Now then, we shall get moving as well.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. It's annoying, but if Miss Sonia's going, there's no way I'm not gonna go.
Damn it!
Oh, but it's so damn annoying. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. One by one, everyone went into Monokuma Rock. Until I was the only one left. When I was about to take a step forward, we're the same. The same step ladders. I fucking called it. You are nothing but a hypocritical prick, projecting your insecurities onto Hajime like the worm you are! Huh? Nagito was suddenly standing next to me with his eyes locked onto Monokuma Rock. Other than the small movements of his mouth, he was perfectly still.
Well,
You and I are just stepladders. For everyone who holds the title of Ultimate. I always believed that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What are you saying?
man.
That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time, and from that, true hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope.
Damn it.
But it wasn't. There is no hope amidst all this killing. Of course there isn't. What kind of hope comes from killing people?
What?
Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? But you're wrong. It's only natural and extremely obvious that strong hope devours weak hope.
Isn't that right?
After all, that's what it means to live, right? There's no way I'm going to accept that.
Well,
Oh well. It's not like that's what I wanted to say to you anyway.
hey.
There's this one novel I like. It's a peculiar mystery story. Huh? A novel? The story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl was actually the killer. Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the reader, and this projection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along. How do you feel about novels like that? The heck are you talking about? You're just jumping from one topic to another. I mean, he's on to something, but like, is he trying to imply that there's a killer in everyone? And I can't comment on a book that I've never read before.
No good at all.
Such a normal answer. I should have expected that from a talentless reserve course student like you. But I know that you don't matter at all. So why do I care about you? You admire hope. I love hope.
right?
In some ways, we're similar. But maybe that difference is what's making me so emotional. Enough already. I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go. And everyone is waiting.
Man.
Everyone, huh? So you still believe you're just like everyone else? Reserve Corps students are so full of themselves. Nagito's chilling laugh continued as he disappeared into Monokuma Rock. Calm down. That's right. I need to calm down. I took several deep breaths, and once my nerves had settled, I stepped into Monokuma Rock. The elevator shook violently as it descended in an ever-increasing speed. And this elevator's gonna have to go for a little bit longer, because I actually think this is the perfect stopping point, dude. I am all for this being the stopping point of the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. And next time on Danganronpa 2, we're gonna begin the 4th class trial. And until then, I will see you all later. Goodbye!